Hey you guys, this is Tim from Ask an ISTP, taking a break from my drive to answer the questions. Thank you all for asking me awesome questions. Alright, gonna go do and answer some of these questions as quickly as possible. Antonio from Fluffer says, are you having a radio moment or are you choosing your tunes in a more deliberate fashion? No radio for me. It's all Spotify playlists, music, stand-up comedy, and some podcasts. Josh Newman, one of my favorite people who I haven't seen in almost 20 years, asks, are you stupid? I used to ask that a lot in 1994, apparently. Yes, I am. Stupid is as stupid does. I'm finding out things that I do are not all that bright, but I'm trying to cut back. A good example is up until a few months ago, I was drinking 5 cups of coffee before 7 a.m. and then resorting to anxiety medication when I'd freak out trying to put my children's pants on. Stupid. I don't do that anymore. Sweet. Beth Meyer from Russian class 10 years ago asked, how's your Russian? Ploho. I'm not doing any of that. Els Dehaen, I hope I said that right, Els, asked what's my #1 goal in 2015. I've actually got 2. I'm working on a book about using systems to solve your problems, and I'm also building a coffee roasting business. So hopefully, well, so far so good. It's 14 days in, I'm making good progress on both. Todd Britzy in Baltimore asks, what's good as far as beer recommendations go? I get real boring this time of year because I can't walk past a 6-pack of Sierra Nevada Celebration. If it's on the shelf, I buy it. So that is good, and that's all I drink. Joe Cosgrove asks why I'm Facebooking while driving. I got out of the car to do this, at least. Let's see. Jason Hall, hi Jason, asks what happens when you get scared half to death twice. Well, the first time you get scared half to death, you go to 50%. The second time you get scared half to death, you go to 75% dead. So you can actually be scared to death, theoretically, an infinite number of times. Unfortunately, after 6 or 7, you'd spend the rest of your life mostly dead. Whoops. Let's skip down. Stephanie Larson asks if I could only eat 3 things for the rest of my life, what would they be? Well, pizza, vegetables, and people. Let's see, Michael Calabrese asks if he can have a hug. Of course. Paula asks, Paula Schramm in Germany, or are you still in California right now? What's the best thing about relocating, and how did you test what places would be good for you? Best thing about relocating in our case is being close to my wife's family. It's been fantastic. We also really like the neighborhood where we live. We didn't do a lot of testing because we knew the city, Columbus, Ohio, pretty well, and we knew the suburbs we wanted to land in, so we didn't have to do a lot of testing. We did sign a 6-month lease, so we'd have an option to move to a place we liked better if we felt like it. Shayla Batchelder asks, do I listen to podcasts while I drive, and if so, which are my favorites? I do. I listen to the Tim Ferriss podcast, which is good. I also listen to James Altucher's podcasts, which are really good. They always have very interesting guests on there. And that's about it. Syrian From asks, is that toe jam between my toes? Yes. James, my neighbor in Baltimore, says, is Sliding Mountain past the valley or the top of the mountain? I don't know. Or is that Sidling? I think the pass is over the top of the mountain. I think that's the pass. William Batcher asks, why is the name that can be named not the unnameable name? That's a great question. I'll consult with Lao Tzu on that, and we'll see what we can do. Thank you, everybody, for your questions. I'm going to try and get this up as soon as possible. I'm taking a break. I'm in Wheeling, West Virginia right now. Maybe I'll have time to do another one if you ask me more questions later. Thanks, you guys. Bye.